Euphoria.
Nigga.
Films.
Oh, okay. So
before you hate on the ending, because I love the ending. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen the ending.
Are you,
okay,
do you care
might
about
want to cover your
spoilers?
ears.
I'm literally at the last episode.
Okay. Well, you might want to. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of in between the both of y'all when it comes to how y'all feel. I know Davae doesn't like the ending. You said you love the ending.
What? Just to specify, you don't like that she died?
Oh no,
not you, just him.
Well, it's not just that she died.
It
was a multitude of things. Okay, so we'll get into it. But go ahead.
So I'm in the middle because I really haven't liked the season. The season's been very much mediocre. I
did not like it. That's why
it felt to me. It felt aimless. I'm like, where are we going here? Where are we going?
I like that though,
but like,
it threw me off because the wedding was so close.
That's what I mean.
I thought the wedding was going to be the kaboom.
Certain character, like, all right, so Nate.
R.I.P. a real one.
Why would you even like?
Oh, rest in piss to that demon.
Not for a rest in piss to that demon. That nigga.
Watch the whole series. That nigga is evil.
I understand why it feels so different from season 2 because there was real life COVID, but also they do a time skip, right? So it's gonna be they're not high school anymore. But we get to the start of the season and we're getting like where everybody's at and what everybody's doing, and it's like, okay, Maddie's doing her thing. Cassie and Nate, I can see that trying to be the traditional family, blah blah blah. Jules, I don't know why you. That right there, why Jules was even here this season, that pissed me off because she did quite nothing. She did nothing.
It was kind of pointless.
She did nothing. So you could have took her shit out and added more shit that needed to happen
for Bishop.
And that's my problem.
We'll get there.
The shit that the niggas that show up in the finale or the niggas that are actually important to this season barely have setup or character development. Like Alamo gets the backstory in the beginning of the one episode that was fine for me. Ali getting his backstory in the beginning of the was it second to last? Or was it the final?
No, it was the second to last.
Second to last episode. Loved that. We finally got some stuff for him. But like
Marshawn Lynch, we didn't need one.
We need not, but that was the character we didn't need from. But we need nothing from. But like, for instance, I'm sorry to spoil this for you, but in the finale, obviously Ali, takes out Alamo on them, and Bishop turns. After the finale, we heard.
Oh, I'll be pissed. If I was so deep when I heard that shit.
I'm sorry I said it, bro. I'm sorry.
Right.
When Bishop, is the snake that turns on him.
Sizing him up.
He's sizing him up. It took me a minute, like, okay, that's what he meant, right? Sizing him up. And it's like, okay, he turned just because he saw Alamo was acting uncharacteristically, whatever. But to hear the creator or the director say they cut a scene from a previous episode where it would have shown that Bishop was the brother to one of Ali's former sponsees that died because they overdosed. And that's why when Bishop saw Ali, he was like, okay, now's my turn. Now's my time to really turn. Because besides that piece of information, I'm sitting here like, okay, nigga, you feasibly had access to Alamo one-on-one multiple times by now. What was the deciding factor here for you to turn? Because if it was Maddie, then I ask, y'all had the one scene together.
Why?
You had the one scene together with
Maddie.
But that's what I mean.
I think it was the situation in which Alamo was in and how he was kind of like, Alamo was like very vulnerable because he was in his own space, surrounded by his own team, but nobody was really riding for him because they could have been shot Ali, right?
Right.
He could have been shot him, but like I think taking that scene out, although I do agree it should have been in there, it just made the shock of him turning that much better.
I did pop. It did. I was like, oh, okay. But then when I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, well, yes, Alamo in that moment was like emotionally weak, but think about the whole other optics. They screwed over Lori. They got rid of Rue, so the DA ain't got shit on them right now. The one nigga that they do got quit, right? That boy quit. Alamo got the IDs back for all the girls he's been trafficking. He got revenge on the fucking Nazis that's been fucking with him. This nigga won. And obviously he was unfulfilled and that fits his character. He's always going to be wanting stuff to fulfill him. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like you chose the celebration to clip this nigga at his weakest. It was multiple times before that. When the girl first overdoses in the crib And the whole shit when Rue's first like kind of having to be an agent, or they go into to Lori's place to try to poison the bird and shit.
I don't think he would have taken him out if Rue was still alive. I think that was just like the tipping point of what Bishop's like turn would be. But like if you took him out in the beginning, then what? Like that's a whole new angle you got it right now.
I know, but that's my thing. It didn't feel like it was well written this season to me, because it just felt like, well, we spent a whole good episode on Cassie's OnlyFans career just for her to delete the shit.
At least 20 minutes on Cassie's titties.
We got the Sydney Sweeney casting couch footage.
Go ahead,
and
man.
we cut out the character development for one of the main characters. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay, so I'm not gonna hate off the rip, but I will say this season was shot really good. It looked completely different from like season 1 and 2.
It definitely did.
Yeah, that's like really the only good thing I gotta say, honestly. Like season 1 and 2, really good, right? Pretty good. This is pretty good. I go to season 3, I'm like, what Zach said, shit is just happening. Shit's just happening, and I'm not getting an explanation or like a real ending to what's going on. Like to harp back on the whole Jules thing. Jules, we see Jules in episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see her again until what 4?
I think some shit like that.
4, and then when we get to her episode, all we know is she's stuck in a penthouse because some dude likes her and he fucks her and he has a family somewhere else. And
he almost ended that shit.
He almost deaded that shit.
Fucking around.
Yeah, and then we got this dumbass scene where do you want to? While she's eating and everybody that dumbass scene. Oh my god.
What she say, bro?
Do you want to? Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness. And then like in the finale, like she's just painting her and there was no lines, there was nothing. Like that was it. I'm sorry, this character fucking sucks. I don't care about that episode that people keep trying to talk about with her own personal episode. It honest to God, it doesn't.
What, for Jules?
Yeah.
Which one? When she just got into Sugar Baby?
I believe so.
Yeah, when she's like in art school, then she drops out.
I didn't.
And I'm over here like, cool, she's here. Now we get the update to where she's at right now, but then it didn't go anywhere. We didn't like harp on like
that
how she feels about being basically a walking sex toy for this nigga to just come home to his little apartment, fuck, and then leave, go to his family. You showed up, you sat in that same room and painted dicks on a canvas for Lexi. You talked to Rue, slapped the fuck out of Rue.
What she told you about
when she read you down, you slapped the fuck out of her. And then
now you try to clean it up, call her. Too late. I'm too deep in the drug lore.
Too deep. Rue dies, and then you just
paint a picture of her
in hell.
I'm about to say, which could be interpreted
burning in hell.
In hell.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, she got audacity. Okay.
The nerve of this bitch.
It was that, and then like the whole thing with Cassie. I already didn't like this character. I already don't like Cassie because she's just not a good person. And so you keep putting her in my face. I'm not gonna lie, man.
You fuck with the titties, bro?
No, I don't like Sydney Sweeney either.
It's great titties.
They are nice, but like I don't care. I don't like Sydney Sweeney
as a person.
Yeah, as a person, like she's just not a good person.
I don't even fuck with that.
She's just not a good person. But then like it's just like this is. I'm not gonna be rude and be like this is her peak, but like. Everybody else on there can really fucking act. Sydney Sweeney, at this point, I think she's just playing herself. Honestly, God, I thought she was just playing herself.
Casting couch episode, bro. Like the whole, I'm telling you, the beginning of the episode, I'm just like, okay, she's showing her toes on screen. Oh, she wearing a diaper. Oh, she's a giantess in the city.
And now she's a dog.
Oh, she's a dog.
Would you consider Nate a cuck then? To bring it full circle?
At that point, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Nate.
Yeah, that's another thing. Nate's story wasn't bad. It was just repetitive, and all his lines were, no, bro, please.
He had a hard time, bro.
I just think he had a hard time. Oh my God, what also pisses me off, that whole bullshit could have just been resolved. They own that fucking house that they had. They could have just sold that bitch and paid this nigga back. So I'm like,
then where are they gonna live, Zach?
Give me some other than this nigga screaming no to the only scene from Nate that I was like, okay, maybe we're cooking something here is when he's breaking down in front of the fucking committee to get to like get the fucking flour out of there, and I'm like, oh, maybe after this he's going like snap or something and like crash out, because I was waiting for the Nate crash out. I was like, okay, I get it. He's older now, so he's trying to mask his insecurities and mask all that anger we saw in the first 2 seasons. Just for this nigga to just get fucking Tarantino. He's getting toes chopped off, fingers chopped off. He's in the coffin, buried under the damn, buried in the sand or buried in the fucking dirt and shit, and then gets off by a rattlesnake.
And that's another thing. This season, like, that whole thing between him and Jules at the wedding, that didn't even go anywhere. What was that?
What was that about?
Oh my god.
Was that like for like the shippers? Because honest to God, it wasn't moving me.
Well, because like they spent 2 seasons building up will they get together? Like
And
that.
I'm glad you
That was
came.
that dynamic I was waiting for. It's like, okay, he tried with Maddie, toxic. We saw what's up with Cassie, toxic. The one person that we saw he had a connection with was Jules. I was like, let's see what happens in season 3. And both characters did nothing. One interaction at the wedding, and then
That
nothing.
was it. And then like having Fez in the show, but then like, you know, the actor passed away, so it's like they're just kind of doing the scene by themselves. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't like
Just
that.
keep the nigga dead.
Yeah.
Man. No disrespect.
I didn't like
Keep the
that.
nigga
Or just
dead.
keep him
And-
locked up.
I mean,
Like,
I like the fact that they rid him off that he got locked up, but don't give me a phone call with him, or don't give me like he broke out of jail story.
because
I
like,
didn't need that.
because to me, that's the only reason they added those in was obviously for the pop, right? Like Fez, but also my fault for Rue's like her 7 minutes before the fake out. Her being like, oh, Fez broke out of jail, blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's really the only reason they had those phone calls in was to set that up. If they just had that be a thing, obviously it would be like, oh, damn, she really is gone. That would have been fine with me.
Yeah.
That would have been fine with me because
honest to God, if all right, you don't even have to put Fez in the whole. You don't have to put Fez in there at all. You could actually, you know, have it be her mom and her fucking sister, or something like that.
that part, the sister
Yeah,
was not
sis
there
got
either.
chopped.
Yeah.
They,
Funny enough, the actor was actually in college. That's why she didn't.
okay,
go
Fair
ahead.
get education, good for her.
Yeah.
But the mom scenes got cut too, because
Yeah.
apparently the mom's actress, she reacted to her episode finally, or like the episode she was in. It was just the one scene on the phone.
Yeah.
Like
I said, yeah. But season 3, honest to God, this feels like, in my opinion, like a wet fart. To that was a decent series. So
I did like how Rue went out though.
I thought
I like
that
how everybody got their clothes.
I mean,
the
everybody
story.
definitely got the ending they
never mind.
deserved.
I'm still not done. Those closures. Oh my goodness, I actually wanted to lose it. Ali, reasonable crash out, right?
Sold off Shoddy.
I thought he took the kufi.
Bigger knives.
He took the hat off. You knew he was getting serious.
Yeah. Now sit your punk ass down.
Bro, but Ali, I let that slide. I'm gonna let it slide. Lexi and Cassie's conversation might be the worst conversation I've heard in this
She
fucking
found
show.
God, bro.
I was like, I'm done. I was
She
like,
found
bro,
God, bro. What's wrong with that?
I have
Lexi's
Cassie
sister
holding a dick in her hand, having this.
Yeah.
asking her to be a writer for my OnlyFans.
So the last scene with Rue and Lexi, Rue was like talking to Lexi about all the shit that she's doing, right? Dealing with the Nazis and Alamo, all that, and she's talking about God. Seeing she saw it because in one of the scenes she sees like a flaming tree, and she's like, "It's a sign from God that I need to go to this homestead with some white people she encountered earlier in the season, right?" She's telling all this shit to Lexi, and Lexi's like, "Are you using again, Rue? Because you're sounding kind of crazy." They have an argument, and she was like, "No wonder your mom doesn't fucking talk to you, right? Or doesn't call you that shit, right?"
Yeah, and
Ended
then you
off
feel
on
bad
bad
your
terms.
friend died.
Rue dies, and she
you.
thinks it's an overdose.
I'm so
right?
glad you lost your fucking
And
job.
she's like, "Yeah, Rue's Bible was there, and it's been kind of sitting, staring at me." And then she talked about she finally opened it up, and it's like, "There's some really good things in here, good stories." And I'm like, "What is this, a fucking 5-minute propaganda ad for the goddamn Bible?" Because then you got her talking about the Bible to her dumbass sister who's holding a dildo in her hand, asking her, "Can you write for my OnlyFans videos?" And then Cassie just like, "Well, Rue had a nice smile.
What a show.
She was an addict." She goes, "She was an addict,"
addict.
to dismiss how Lexi was feeling, then goes, "Well, she had a nice smile." Cassie, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, what is this Chat GPT writing? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not joking no more. I'm not joking no more. You had me
happened
in
to the
first
show I
half,
like?
and I was trying to defend you, but you're doing shit like this. I'm like, all right, we got set up the first 3 episodes, and then the last 5 episodes, I'm like, okay, so
Where's this going?
Where is it going?
The cinematography was beautiful.
And then
though.
the fact that you give, so Alamo gets his big ass death scene. I'm sorry, Nate gets a fucking coffin scene. He gets a death scene. Rue, on the other hand, gets a she dies on the couch. No funeral. We skip a few months later.
That's
God.
fact.
I was
That
like,
actually stressed me
yo.
the fuck out because I'm sitting there like, so
She from a black family. No funeral.
this is your main
Right.
character.
Right.
This is your main MC, and then
Nothing.
you left me 40 minutes
Just for
with side characters,
just for her to pop back up at the dinner table. Amen.
and then you give me this Quentin Tarantino-esque this scene with Ali and Alamo and everybody else.
Edge of my seat.
It was cool. It had me at the edge of my seat. Real Western cowboy vibes, right?
And he tried to cheat too.
Yeah, he did
Bitch
try
ass
to
nigga
cheat.
tried
Side
to
note, Kitty, your BBL looks terrible.
Oh
Terrible.
my god.
That
bro.
shit looks terrible.
The extra
Now
2
that we
minutes
got
of Kitty
even
BBL
that-
was definitely necessary.
that.
Apparently.
Though I think the way what's her name? What's the hillbillies' names?
Oh, Lori and them.
Oh yeah.
Though I think the way Lori went out
can't
was
go to jail.
hilarious,
Mhm.
and like how I thought it would be more because they're fucking crazy. They would like at least try to.
He just
go.
gave it up.
He just gave up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then with what's his name? Faye and Faye's boyfriend, they just get left with. Now they're just on the run.
Yeah.
What?
They actually got away.
What?
It's
And
Lori?
it never gets brought up. It
Yeah.
never none of that shit ever gets brought up. So I was like, what are we doing here? You give me all these characters. You just showed me he's a Nazi for what?
A Nazi tramp stamp is also crazy.
For what?
But Lori hanging from the roof.
hilarious.
I can't go back to jail.
Oh my god, that
without
was
the
funny.
slightest hesitation.
She just hangs herself. They think she's gonna jump down with the rope? No,
Nah,
she
bro.
hangs herself.
But go watch Euphoria if you haven't watched it. We have to wrap that
Just
up.
watch season 1 and 2.